So we are on our coursework page, and we're just going to push the letter H to go to the next heading.
Inside the computer heading level 2.
Okay, and then remember, we'll push the letter B twice to get to the next item under this assignment or this topic area.
Topic options button menu collapsed. Expand part of the computer dash basic parts and functions button collapsed.
I'm going to hit enter to expand this item.
Enter. Expanded. Topic inside the computer region. List with 4 items. Collapse part of the computer dash base.
And then I'm going to use my down arrow to read the details of this material.
Material. Part of the computer dash basic parts and functions. Edited 1:36 p.m. Material options button menu collapsed. Download and explore the attached PDF to learn about the various computer parts and how they function. Blank.
I can continue, and there's additional description there, but there is a key word in the very first line of the instructions here. Download the attached file. So if I press tab here, it should take me to the attachment.
Attachment PDF parts of a computer and their functions left parent 1 right parent .pdf link. Parts of a computer and their functions left parent 1 right parent .pdf.
I'm going to push Control Enter so this opens in a new tab. So I don't necessarily want to move away from my coursework page. So I'm going to press Control Enter.
Control Enter. New tab page.
And then Control Tab to move to that tab.
Displaying parts of a computer and their functions left parent 1 right parent .pdf. Displaying parts of a computer and their functions left parent 1.
I'll call your attention to the fact that this is Google's preview viewer, and it's not incredibly accessible for screen reader users. So we're going to need to find the Open With button. And unfortunately, we can't list our buttons in this viewer either. So we're going to have to use the tab
Pages
button.
1 edit 1. Displaying part toolbar Google account Charlie.
So I'm using Shift tab to move backwards through this menu. That's the faster way to navigate this particular interface.
Shared with others button. More actions button menu. Download button.
So there's a download button. There's also some additional buttons that I'd like to just move us to. I'm continuing to press Shift tab.
Print button. Add shortcut to drive button. Open with button menu.
So there's an open with, and then if I Shift tab one more time,
open with Google Docs button.
That will open with Google Docs. So I'm going to press enter on that.
Enter. Google Docs. Google Docs. Use virtual PC cursor on. Parts of a computer and their functions left parent 1 right parent dash Google Docs. Parts of a computer and their functions left parent 1 right parent dash Google Docs. Document.
And now I can explore this PDF and also ask for descriptions of images, if there are any images on this PDF, which there are, on the fly using PictureSmart and Google's automatic image description features. So I can press the letter B, or I could list my buttons and find the next assignment in this list.
Expand how the CPU works button collapsed.
How the CPU works, and I could press enter and arrow through these, and if there's an attachment, then I can continue and do exactly the same. Follow the attachment, explore the item, and then move back to classroom.
Material options button menu collapsed. Expand help me compare button collapsed. Assignment options button menu collapsed.
Okay, so we have an assignment here. And again, just like earlier, we were talking about things being labeled, and it's kind of difficult to tell if you're listening to the screen reader, is this something I need to take action on? But when we go to the options button, it tells us this is an assignment. So I'm going to press Shift B as in button, and move back to
Expand help me compare button collapsed.
Help me compare. I'm going to press enter.
Enter. Expanded. Collapse help me compare button expanded. Expanded help me compare.
And now I'm going to use my arrow keys again, and let's hear what the assignment is.
Assignment. Help me compare. Computer structure. Due Jan 26. Assignment options button menu collapsed. Posted 12:24 p.m. Assigned. Class, I am purchasing a computer and need to decide between 2 models. Blank. Please help me out by writing a short comparison of the 2 computers listed below based on the computer specs provided and what we have learned about the parts and functions of a computer.
Just going to press tab and go to the view instructions link.
Enter.
This will
Loading ... Assignment details main region. Add a class comment button. Help me compare.
This
Help
will,
me compare dash Google Chrome dialog. Help me compare dash Google Chrome dialog. Closed escape. Help me compare document.
okay, so here I can do a similar navigational strategy. I could press the letter H to go to the heading,
Google Classroom link class. Help me compare heading level 1.
and then I can use my arrow keys to navigate through this assignment.
Assignment options button. Elizabeth A. 1220 computer structure 10 points. Due Jan 26. Class, I am purchasing a computer and need to decide between two models. Blank. Please help me out by writing a short comparison of the two computers listed below based on the computer specs provided and what we have learned about.
I can use my reading commands as well and use control down arrow.
Option 1 HP laptop 17Z-CP300 17.3 quote list of 11 items.
And then there's a list of 11 items.
Your work assigned. Complimentary information.
So if I push the letter R, I will go to the complementary information region, which is where we get some additional information about our assignment. We hear assigned. That's the status of this particular task. If I had submitted my work already, then it would say submitted. And if I had already received a grade from the instructor, then this would instead say your work graded. Now from here, I can press tab.
Complementary region. Add or create button.
Add or create. This is where we submit our work.
Mark as done button.
And then once we're ready, we would have our Google document uploaded at that add or create button. And then we would find this second button, mark as done.
Add comment to Elizabeth A button.
And then there's a third button where we can send the instructor a comment. And this is a private conversation between Charlie and Elizabeth. Shift tab back up to the add or create button.
Mark as done. Add or create button.
And press enter.
Enter. Add or create menu. Google Drive menu 1 of 7.
Now here, there are 7 options. We heard Google Drive.
Link menu 2 of 7.
A link.
File menu 3 of 7. Docs menu 4 of 7. Slides menu 5 of 7. Sheets menu 6 of 7. Drawings menu 7 of 7.
And I'm just using my down arrow. I'm going to press home.
Google Drive menu 1 of 7.
And that takes me to the top of this list. And we're just going to arrow to docs.
Link menu, file menu, docs menu 4 of 7. Enter. Leaving menus, private comments, creating document.
All right, now our focus is on the document. So if we press enter.
Enter.
Well,
navigation region. Navigation region.
Looks like JAWS lost focus. That's okay. Remember, we can navigate by regions to the your work section. So we're just going to push the letter R until we get to your work.
Main region. Your work assigned. Complementary and link attachment. Complementary region. Remove Charlie. Attachment Google Docs Charlie Champ dash help me compare. Link Charlie Champ.
Okay, so now it's already named the assignment. Charlie Champ, help me compare. And I'm just going to hit enter.
Enter. Charlie Champ dash help me compare dash Google Docs unlabeled 2 button unavailable. Use virtual PC cursor on frame document content edit blank.
Okay, and so now I can start to compose my submission. And what's really wonderful about doing it within Google Docs is that it automatically saves and it's already linked that file to the assignment. And when we pressed enter on the document link, it opened the document in a new tab. So if we press Control Shift tab, we'll move backwards in our browser tabs.
Help me compare. Visited link attachment Google Docs Charlie Champ dash help me compare.
Okay, and so our focus is still on the document that's been attached to this assignment. And now we can press tab and go to the mark as done.
Remove Charlie Champ dash help me compare. Add or turn in button.
And turn in. So I'm going to press enter.
Enter. Turn in your work dialog. One attachment will be submitted for quote help me compare quote. Attachment
so
Google Docs Charlie Champ dash help me compare. Turn in.
We get a confirmation.
Attachment Google Docs Charlie Champ dash help cancel button. Turn in button.
So I pressed tab and it told me the attachments that would be submitted. So it announced the names of the attachments, and I continued to press tab, and I'm going to press enter on the turn in button.
Enter. Turning in. Your assignment has been turned in. Help me compare document.
Okay.
Escape. Computer parts and functions quiz heading level 1.
Okay, we are in the quiz. We're at the top of the quiz, and what we can do to quickly navigate through the questions is just to press the tab key.
Switch account link.
We'll hear the switch account.
Your email and Google account are not part of your response graphic. Draft saved.
I'm pressing tab, and so it's telling us that our draft is saved.
List with 18 items. What part of the computer is the quote range quote of the computer? Edit blank.
So we heard list with 18 items. That's that lets us know that there are 18 questions in this quiz. And so we're in an edit field. We heard the form field pop, telling us that we were in the edit field. So we're going to say CPU.
CPU.
And then we can tab again.
What is the function of the CPU? Group. Fetch, decode, execute, output, radio button not checked. 1 of 4.
What is the function of the CPU? And we can use our arrow keys to listen to the different radio button options.
Input, prepare, output, save, radio button checked. Read, store, implement, save, retain, uncode, calculate, fetch, decode, execute, output, radio button checked. 1 of 4.
And it tells us radio button is checked. Okay, so we continue to make our way through the quiz, choosing the different options. And if we want to double check,
Numlock off.
We can press Insert F5.
Select the form field dialog. List 1, list view. What is ROM? Read only memory radio button not checked. 12 of 75. Clear selection button. 11 of 75.
Insert F5 will list all of our form fields. So every radio button, all of the edit fields, etc., that are on this page. And so we can go through and double check.
What is ROM? Read only memory radio button not checked. What is ROM? Read always memory radio button not checked. What is ROM? Read allocated memory radio button not checked. 14 of 7.
So it's reading the question and each answer that's associated with that question and whether it has been checked or not checked. So this is a really great way if you just want to you can tell your students if they just want to double check that they did select the correct answer, or if this is the way they would prefer to navigate a quiz, then it gives them a little bit more control so that they can hear the question every time and double check that that is, in fact, the answer that they'd like to select. So let's say this was the answer that I wanted to choose. I could press enter.
Enter. Read allocated memory radio button not checked. Read allocated memory radio button not checked.
And now my focus is on that radio button. I would just need to press spacebar.
Space. Read allocated memory radio button checked.
Now my that radio button has been checked, and now all I need to do is press Insert F5 again.
Select the form field dialog. List 1, list view. What is ROM? Read allocated memory radio button checked. 14 of 76.
And now it says that it is checked. And I can use my list navigation command, so I could press End.
End. Report a problem to Google button. 76 of 76. Not
to
selected.
Move to the very last item in this list. And then I can up arrow to the Submit button.
Clear form button. 7. Submit button. 74 of 76. Enter. Submit button.
And now my focus is on submit. So say this was a 100 question quiz and the student wanted to just go back and double check their answer starting at question number 1. You would be needing to shift tab 99 times to be able to get to the top, or you can list your form fields, press home, and go to the very first question. And now my focus is on submit, so I can hit enter and it will submit the quiz to the instructor.